All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel here on Maxell TV. We're finishing off standard sets from 2025. I got Avatar Jumpstart boosters, which I want to get into. I want to see if we can snag anything to contribute to the Avatar Commander bundle commander deck that I'm working on. And I got a couple of packs of Edge of Eternities because we opened one of those on a short, but you haven't seen me do it on a regular video yet. And we got Tarkir Dragonstorm, the last set I haven't opened. If you've seen the shorts, we've done a couple of packs of Final Fantasy, and they're pretty good. I won't tell you what we pulled, but yeah, that was fun. So we've done a few, 2 or 3 packs of Final Fantasy, and we're gonna do these now. I just wanted to talk about kind of what's going on with the channel for a minute. I think the sound's coming through better now. What happened was I was using the mic. I don't think I'm using the mic right, or it's not picking up properly, or the volume control isn't working properly, something like that. But now I have no mic. I'm just using the regular sound from the phone. So if it's not great, understand it's just straight up from the phone, and I will try and improve on that, and I'll try and figure out how to make the microphone work better so we don't have poor quality sound. But yeah, so also we're going to talk about kind of where I wanted to go with the channel. We're going to do, what kind of content you guys can expect coming up in the near future. What I'm trying to do here is, open some product, show you guys some gameplay, and mostly explore building commander decks to play and to sell over on my eBay site, which is something like a new project that I'm working on, trying to get a little side hustle going. So yeah, I really do enjoy Commander, especially like CEDH, which is my favorite format. I love drafting, but I also haven't powered down my approach to Commander since I started powering it up a few years ago to play CEDH. So I really do want to explore deck building on a, on a more casual, fun level as well. So that's something I want to work on. In the very near future, I'd love to bring you guys some draft content from maybe actual Moto gameplay, but also Arena and Commander gameplay. I do play some Commander on Moto, but what I would really like to do is get an overhead camera set up and get some friends together and play some real games for you guys and show you what that also looks like. So we're gonna be working on that. We've got Lorwyn coming out next weekend, so I'll try and grab a pre-release pack, something to open here on the channel. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be showing you guys the decks that I built from Foundations and Avatar. These were the Commander bundles that I bought. So I'm trying to build decks specifically, essentially straight from these boxes to use and play with and hopefully sell on the site. Although, like I said, I'm hoping maybe a couple cool extra cards here to help out with the Commander set in Avatar. And on top of that, like I said, get some gameplay from Arena. And I'm also going to be starting my first Commander deck building adventure. Like I was saying, I'd like to do some powered down, more casual, more sort of fun stuff. But also, I was looking last night on a list of all the precons and looking at what blue decks have in them for counter spells and control. And I was just amazed at how little interaction there is even in the decks that are considered control. You know what I mean? So I am going to start working on my first EDH Commander project. It's called Project Blue. Keep an eye out for part 1 of that, the first video coming up soon. And yeah, so in the meantime, keep your eyes open, subscribe, hit the bell, share, please comment, just do anything to get me rolling in the algorithm, and that'll help a ton. And let's get into these packs and see if we can find anything juicy. So first, Avatar Jumpstart booster. I was went to a Commander night tonight, and we didn't get enough players, but I did have some store credit, so I was able just to use my store credit to pick up these little packs here. Wise, draw lots of cards. Don't even tease me. How good could this pack possibly be? It's blue. It's our favorite color. All right, what do we got? Wise. The Otter Penguin. Knowledge Seeker. Okay. So like I said, I do want some of these cards that are not in the Avatar Commander bundle that are going to help fill out that deck a little bit. If that's our only rare, that's going to be really sad. That's That's the meat of what we got out of that. Consider interesting. Oh, cute little art for Consider. Okay, so I think that is that. That is, oh, the Blue Spirit. You may cast the first creature spell you cast each turn as though it had flash. Whenever a non-token creature you control enters during combat, draw a card. That's pretty cool. Okay, fun card. Didn't know about that card. Whirlwind Technique. Okay. And then some basic cards. All right, so not as exciting as I had hoped, especially when I saw Wise. I'm like, ooh, is there an owl in here? Could we get that lucky? Okay, and then we've got our second Jumpstart booster. Insurgent. White. Pierce their defenses. All right, so let's see. Is it going to be mono? I think it is mono, right? Like whatever the color shows on the front. But I'm not 100%. Insurgent. Got a Momo. There's the Inspired Insurgent. So this is like, you know, these cards here with like the Jumpstart symbols are like, you know, cards that weren't going to be in there unless they were in the Commander or Collector's Pack, Collector's Booster. So like that's a double from the other pack. We got a Hakoda. Great card, worthless. Fun to play with in draft. Will this be a double rare pack as well? Who knows? We got Appa. I don't know if I found that in the main box there. I can't remember. But I'm like, you need an Appa to go with the Aang, and I obviously didn't pull the mythic one, so that is one we needed. All right, Duelist Heritage. Whenever one or more creatures attack, you may have target attacking creature gain double strike. Yeah, look at how off the cut that is. Look at that crazy. Okay, so not probably the heavy hits, but some useful cards. So that will go with the Avatar bundle and help me build that Avatar deck that I'm working on to bring you guys soon. All right, so let's do Edge. Edge of Eternities. They got good lands in these decks, in these packs, so maybe we get lucky. Pull something cool. If you go to my shorts, you'll see the other pack of Edge of Eternities that I opened so far. Wasn't the worst. All right, I do love drafting this set. This set is great to draft. Just artifacts, all sorts of great stuff. Can we find something cool? All right, into the uncommon. This creature can't be blocked if you've cast 2 or more spells. When it deals damage, draw a card. Fun card. Honor. Melt Strider. Molecular Modifier. A Memorial Vault. What does this thing do? Sacrifice another artifact, exile top X cards of your library. Okay. And a foil Tapestry Warden. Ooh. A foil full art swamp. I don't think that's Galaxy foil. I think that's just regular foil, but that is very pretty. What a nice card. What a lovely swamp. Okay, cool. Pretty beautiful. It's probably worth like $2 or $3. All right. Edge of Eternities. Give me lands. Give me cool lands. That's what you're supposed to have inside. The cool lands. The whale. I do like the warp mechanic. It is fun. There's definitely, they did a really good job with this set. Lots of really fun cards. Lots of pretty art. Lots of good synergy. Great draft experience. And everybody's trying to get that Quantum Riddler. Tractor Beam. Impact. Cosmic Waif. Very underwhelming. Nothing good. There you go. All right, so that is Edge of Eternities, getting us caught up on the 2025 sets. And now, the main event, kind of the 4 packs of Dragonstorm, which I have not opened any of yet, and this will be our first time. And I doubt the last time, but it's probably going to be a while before I feel the need to open this again. I do want to get a card from the set specifically for Project Blue coming up, and you guys will see that soon, and I will explain everything that's going on with that, so we will see. In the meantime, I don't remember, oh, I do remember drafting this set, and I do like drafting this set. It is a lot of fun. Love the dragons. Love the enchantments that all do something like when dragons enter the battlefield and they return them to your hand. Those are great. Love the 2-part dragons. These are fantastic. Okay, very cool. And what do we got? It's a rare dragon. No, it's the Narset. Okay, Narset Jeskai Waymaster. At the beginning of your end step, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw cards equal to the number of spells you've cast this turn. We could do something fun with that. All right, cool. Oh, well, it's a foil borderless like special sheet, but it's an uncommon. It is the Dragon Storm. No, that's very cool. It's so pretty. Hold on a second. Look at that. I don't know if you can see how. I don't think it looks as good on the camera as when I'm just looking at it with my eyes, but there's kind of like a layering on the foil on the frame. Very pretty. That is so cool. Okay, so probably not the most valuable pack, but definitely some pretty cards. And that Narset looks fun. Obviously, hey, probably a good commander. Probably some stuff you could do with that. All right, we could do like a stormy thing, cast a bunch of spells, draw a bunch of cards. That's like why we play Magic, isn't it? Okay, a Saga Wildling, another fun dragon. See, like I love cards like this in Draft. A Dragonstorm Globe. Fun ramp card. Jeskai Brushmaster. Oh, so does every pack have one of these in it? Is that how they sold this set? Because it was just like not a huge look. Look at these. These are super cool. These borders. I haven't seen this stuff in person yet, so this stuff is all new to me. You know, I play these games on Arena. I play those drafts, and then I kind of move on. But that is super cool looking. And a Surak. Foil Zergos Vanguard. Lots of Windscarred Crags. Okay, that's 2. We got 2 more. So I obviously hope you guys have been enjoying the openings. I know the sound was a bit rough. We're trying to work that out. And I hope, you know, I got everybody's attention, showed you some packs and, you know, had a little chat and try and get everybody interested. And like I said, I'm going to try and bring you some more deck builds, some online content, me actually playing some games, and hopefully we have a lot of fun. All right, what do we got here? Uncommon. So is it always going to be the sheet? I don't know. Stillness. And look, see, this is like that Narset card. It's like, can you see that? It looks just a bit blurry, like the font, like the print was smudged. Weird. I wonder how we can exploit this card. I'm sure everybody's like, nope, it's just crap. Meh. All right, so there's an art card. No fun extra sheet card. Is that a? Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at how easy that could be. Of course, I probably screwed it up. Now I'm like, there we go. All right, the final pack, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll be working on those commander decks to show you guys in the next video. And I would love to gather some people and get a couple real CEDH games for you. So keep an eye out. Here we go. Last few cards. What is our rare going to be? Is it going to be a rare? It is a rare. It is creature and a Fenza. This is not exciting. All right, you guys, there you go. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.